Hi everyone, so this is the third day of our 30 Days Wild. We are the Earth Enthusiasts, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some environmentally friendly biodegradable pet toys using a cardboard tube, paper, a pen and some treats. Alright, let's get on with the video. So we're going to start by making a little ball that we can put treats in, so that your small pets, just remember they need to be small pets, just maybe a rat or gerbils or hamsters, any small animals will do with these. So we're going to start by marking out about half of the cardboard tube, and this pen doesn't work, I'm just going to go get a new pen. Okay, so I've got a new pen, and we're just going to start by marking out about half of the cardboard tube, and then maybe another one a little further on, just all the way around the cardboard tube until you get all the way around, and then we are going to cut it. So it's now cut in two, so then we're going to start by then marking this in about 5 or 6 different places. So just going to mark it in the middle, and I'm going to split each one into 3. So we've got those, and then we're just going to cut those up to make 6 little rings. So now we have our 6 rings, so this is going to be a ball, so you might want to just get them and then squish them a bit to make them into a circle. So just going to squish them all into a good shape. Alright, and then we're going to start by taking 2 and we're going to push them together. So you might want to do these like this. So you make a cross, and then we're slowly going to add more and more rings so that it makes a ball. You've got to make sure you fit them over the rings quite nicely so that they all fit. And before you add the last one, you want to just take your treats box and pick out some nice treats. So I'm going to pick out a few peas for my rats, and maybe a few sunflower seeds. Alright, so we've got all of our treats, and now we're just going to put them in. And then we're finally going to slide the last ring on. So if some of your treats fall out when you're making these, just make sure you just put them back in. There you go. And that is one of the tricks you can use to make little puzzles for your small pets. So we're going to do one more of these cardboard toilet roll hacks to make a nice toy. And we're going to start by marking around the top of this, of the other half of your cardboard tube, just about maybe a centimetre on each side, like this. Probably not centimetres, but anyway. And you're going to make these kind of marks all the way around the cardboard tube so that they are in quarters. So you've got one here, so then you'll turn it halfway, so you've got the mark there, and then mark it again. Okay. Then you're going to do it so there's four sections. we're just going to mark one here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and just one more. Then we have 4 little marks marking the quarters of the rest of your cardboard tube. So then we're just gonna cut them. Okay, so we've cut all of these sides. Now we're gonna do a tricky bit. So we're gonna fold these in like this, then fold them back out again. Now it doesn't matter if your sides aren't completely equal, just try to get them as close to quarters as you can, because it will make the whole thing easier. Okay, so both sides of these are all creased now. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold them so that they close up tightly. So we're going to start with one of the sides, then the next one, and the next one. Now to get the last one, it's quite tricky because you need to fold this flap up, because it will go, this flap will go under this one, and it will make like a brisk pattern. So you've got to try and lift it up. It's quite difficult to do it with this camera position. Oh yeah, there we go. It is quite difficult, so. Okay, there we go. So obviously I'll do a little bit later, but it's got to look a bit like this. Okay, so this is one of the sides, it's all folded up. Now if one of the sides is too long, like one of mine was, you might want to just cut the corner off, or cut a little bit off of it. Focus. There we go. To make it easier to fold in. And then I'll just push it in a little bit, so that it won't unfold as easily. So then what we're going to do is turn it upside down, so obviously we've got this bottom now, and we're going to put some treats in it. So I'm going to pick out sunflower seeds and more of the peas. Obviously it doesn't have to be the same as these, you can use whatever treats that your pets prefer. Of course, if you have a bigger cardboard tube, or if you just want to use it with regular toilet rolls, then feel free to use these on cats and dogs, just make sure you use the right treats. Okay, there we go. So here we've got our treats, and now we're just going to put them in here. And now we're going to fold it up in the same way that we folded up this. So this one closed more tightly because 2 of the sides were longer than the others. So after this I'm just going to push it in like that. There we go. And that is the second cardboard puzzle that you can use with your small pets. So now we can use this paper to make more treats and tricks. So we're going to start with just a normal piece of paper, and we're going to fold it almost into thirds. It doesn't really matter, just fold it so there's 3 sections, it doesn't have to be equal. And then we're going to fold it the same way so it's almost in 9ths. So now we've got that. And then we're going to cut, I think I'll just mark the lines, here. So you've got to get the 4 corner squares and draw along them diagonally so they go out. So it should look like this. Obviously it doesn't matter what piece of paper you use, just as long as it's roughly square. It can be a rectangle, just, yeah, any size will do. So now you cut those corners, obviously I already have, and then we're going to fold the now trapezium sides in, like that. And then it looks like that. So then we get more treats, like so, and then we're going to start by folding all these corners in like this, so they all come together. So it will close up eventually. I'm just gonna get it all folded up first. So for this one you will need glue. I've got recyclable glue, so it's biodegradable, just like these treats. And then you'll need to get the opposite corners, like these two here, and you'll need to push them together like this and glue it. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, so that is it glued. So now we're going to get the other corners and glue those. So now that that's glued, you'll probably have the flap in the middle here that you couldn't glue. So what we're going to do is we're just going to push it down so that it roughly covers the top, like that. And then obviously we've got this remaining flap here, so we're just going to fold this round, or we're going to push it. Yeah, we're just going to fold it round so it looks a bit like this. So now, as you can see, this is all folded up. There's the treats inside, quite hard to get out. And those are the 3 puzzles that you can make for your small pets that are also biodegradable. So obviously once they've opened them, they're all chewed, you can just put them in the recycling where they will biodegrade. So that was all for today on Earth Enthusiast 30 Days Wild. Make sure that if you are copying things like these, that you put the hashtags #30dayswild and the hashtags EE's30dayswild. So give us a like, share and subscribe. Follow us if you're watching us on Instagram. We will see you tomorrow with another wild thing. Right, bye.